Welcome to the Men Ain't Shit podcast. 3 black men discussing current topics and debunking myths from a male's perspective. Now your host, Robert George, Corwin Davis, and Christopher Lewis.
What's up, fellas?
What up, what up?
What's going down?
Yo,
Everything and nothing all at the same damn time. What's good with y'all, man?
man, long day at work,
Yeah, man, black man working out here, successful, not trying to
fuck
get
that
shot.
shit. I've been doing drugs since I was 16.
That's real, nigga. Why we up in here then? Can nigga get a free vacay though?
Shit, so Chris, man, what we got on the docket for the day, bruh?
Oh man, we got a great topic today. It's like, hey, what a woman shouldn't do in relationships.
In other words, stop doing that shit.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't that how we feel about it?
I mean, that's how I feel about it.
You want to get to that next step?
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna give you them 1, 2s, and 3s to get you there.
Please avoid all of this fuckery in a relationship or a datuationship. You know what I'm saying? Is that a word?
I mean, it's
Hey,
a
it
good
can
word
be.
now,
All right,
I
then.
know they got situationships.
In 2020, man, hey, the sky's the limit with the vocab.
Word.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna kick this one off because I may or may have not had this happen in like the last 6 months.
That's okay.
Yeah, y'all two, handsome gentlemen out here in the dating scene, so I'm pretty sure.
Well, hold on. Before we even start,
Oh shit! Here we go.
Kristen called us handsome because he called himself cute.
I was in reference to when I was like in high school.
Yeah. No, I'm just
So,
saying,
give him some
the fact that a light
backstory.
skinned brother recognized, you know what I'm saying, that these other hues of melanin.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all
Hey,
I'm saying.
maybe somebody
That's
told
all
me
I'm saying.
this.
Hey, black boy joy. You know what I'm saying? To be out
That's all
there.
I'm saying. They didn't want you to be color struck out here, bro.
Hey,
No,
nah,
I'm sorry, Rob.
not at all, not
My
at
bad,
all,
bro.
not at all.
So what happened to you in the last 6 months, bro?
So, bro, I had a chick pop up at my crib, bro.
At your crib.
Yeah,
At your new house.
like pop up unannounced.
No text, no call,
So were you at the house?
no Facebook Messenger,
Were you at the house?
Yeah, I was at the crib.
no DM.
Because let me just say for you folks. So my boy Rob is a techie. So this motherfucker here can open his house from 3 states away. You know what I'm saying?
Look, it don't matter.
That's what I'm saying. He like, hey baby, you at the door? Hold on. Hey Google, open door looking ass nigga. But anyway, so she popped up at the house,
Just had one of them trench coats on.
Nah, bro, it definitely wasn't one of those.
If that's the
situations.
case, you gotta let her in, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta let her in, even if you got somebody else in the house.
It wasn't one of those situations. It was just like where she popped up, and I'm like, bro, like you can't just show up to my crib unannounced.
How
you
did
know
that
what I'm
work?
saying?
Like she knocked on the door, she called you. I mean,
She rang the doorbell, and then I went to the door, and I politely asked her to leave.
damn. So wait. So she run the doorbell, and you was like, okay, who is it?
Yeah.
She said, well, whatever her name was.
Well, when she rang the doorbell,
Oh,
you know,
it shows up on your shit, doesn't it?
it showed up on
your
my
Google
shit.
screen or some shit.
So like I knew who it was, so I go to the door and I'm like, "What the fuck you doing here?" You know what I'm saying? And another thing was my daughter was there too, and I got a whole thing about like
of
introducing
course.
people to my daughter. But
Especially with their hoes.
you know what? That's neither here nor there.
Okay, that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
My bad. Too early.
But she just showed up, and I'm just like, "What you doing here?" She was like, "You know what? I wanted to talk to you, and you wouldn't exactly answer my call." And I was like, "Well, there's a particular reason why I wouldn't answer your call." You know
What's
what
the
I'm
reason
saying?
you
Like,
wasn't answering the call?
my daughter was there. I was busy, bro. You know what I'm saying? That don't
Right.
give you the idea to just like pop
Hey
up.
man, he over there being girl dad.
You know what I'm
Hashtag.
saying?
You know what I
Okay,
mean?
hashtag girl dad.
Straight up, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the fellas out here doing what y'all supposed to be doing. But back to it though. So like I told her, I'm like, look, I don't have to answer my phone.
That's a privilege.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's a privilege, but this is my thing. I pay the bill on that motherfucker. And I get to decide when I answer it, when I don't, when I text back, when I don't. So just because I don't respond does not give you an authority to just come and pop up at my crib. And this is my thing. I would say that the situation would be different if we were in like a totally committed relationship. And she was doing like a welfare check. You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't heard from me in a couple days.
Right.
You pop up, that's something totally different. But this ain't what it was. Like nigga, I talked to you earlier today. You know what I'm saying? Like you knew what it was. So like for me to not to respond and then you feel like you can just pop up and really what it was is she thought I was probably with another chick.
Right.
Yeah.
So you just trying to show up to see what's really going on.
Here's a better question. Before you finish that, you still fucking with her?
Huh?
Yeah.
No. I literally did not hear what you said. Am I still doing what?
You still fucking with her?
No, I'm not. No.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And that's kind of part of the reasons, you know what I'm saying? Because I had like gotten to a place where I was like kind of starting to back off a bit.
Oh, and that was kind of like the final.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So she really trying to check up to see if I done put somebody else in a spot.
And you did.
I hadn't at the moment.
But
Let me just say that.
2 days later, you did.
I don't know if it was that song, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It don't matter the fact of her getting replaced or not.
Yeah. Right.
It matters that she showed up unannounced when she ain't had no right to.
That's right.
How y'all feel about it? Y'all ever had somebody pop up on y'all?
I have.
Yeah, I have.
It didn't work out good when it happened to me.
Yeah, I had a couple.
She had a key.
What you had, cheaters show up or something? With the cameras and shit?
When I was
I had a couple stalkers.
I didn't have a stalker. I was
I
like,
had a stalker.
I had this is my ex-girlfriend in college. Not too many people know the story, actually. My ex-girlfriend in college came. She had a key to my apartment. She had told me she was going to wash my clothes that day. That's crazy. She was going to wash my clothes. And we weren't together at the time, but I was dating this other chick kind of, sort of, just like messing around with her. And she's a K and AK.
Okay.
And so we was on the couch just like fucking around. We weren't fucking yet. And she was on, kind of like playing around on play riding me, but not really riding me, like semi dry humping. And the motherfucking door started turning. I was like, what the fuck? I looked and I was like, oh shit, I forgot that I told her she could come over. And so she's opening the door. I opened up the door. So I was right there. I looked, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, that was horrible.
World War III.
Yeah, she started crying and shit. It was, I guess that don't really go because it wasn't unannounced. Because she did tell me she was coming over earlier.
So now that you done dropped this bomb on us, I kind of want to know the rest of the story, man. So what happened after that, bro?
Do we really want to know?
I mean,
Sounds like World War III.
That was when I wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying?
but I mean, this is kind of what the show's about. Like,
I ran after her though. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo,
even with the chick that was on your lap, what you do with her?
she stayed there. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I went after my ex because she was a great person, lovely person, and she was crying and that shit was fucked up. It was real fucked up, honestly. And she was hurt, distraught. She left. I went back upstairs
And continued your
yeah. I had to
So
go.
So the other girl stayed.
I'd already fucked it up. So
The other girl stayed.
the other girl was a hoe.
Oh,
see our previous episode.
Yeah. So I mean,
makes sense now.
Or maybe she wasn't a hoe. She just knew she wanted.
Man, them whole
But
tendencies.
yeah, so it was just like, that was my ex from like literally like my second day of like school, like college starting, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was exploring it. It was just bad. It was bad. I still feel bad about that sometimes.
What about you, Chris? You had anybody ever pop up at your crib?
Yeah, I had a couple instances. One, I mean, it was me.
got a couple,
I was bad.
That boy putting it down like that.
Yeah, man, I was bad. So it was
We
one
thought
girl.
we thought Ron was Big Dick Willie.
Bruh, stop it.
He's just Willie.
I'm just Willie, man. That's
Light-skinned
cool.
Willie.
Hey, that's all right. I ride with that one. You know what I'm saying? It gets the job done.
Right.
I mean, one instance was I met this girl. She was working at Express. And I was like, ooh.
Get that discount.
Get that discount, right? She was cool.
That Winter Mix shirt.
She was an out of towner. Funny thing, I was in the military, and we built up a good relationship, whatever. But I wasn't trying to make it serious. I was out here, thotting or whatever. But
Thotting and bottom before that was a thing.
right, exactly. Then I'm putting it down good. I'm showing her love and everything. And yeah, one day I was like coming from the club, and I had a girl with me in the car. And we walking up the steps.
Was this a random that you just met at the club?
I kind of like knew her, kind of, a little bit. I met her a few times, whatever. And we walking up the steps, and here's go the girl. I'm like, what?
Damn, she was.
So she was at the crib waiting on you to come.
Yeah,
Oh,
like randomly, just
You'd already-
there.
You'd already smashed her before.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, the Express girl, like we had a relationship, I smashed, whatever. But we was just dating, whatever. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing like serious, or whatever. But like she just
So, okay.
she was just there, and I
Okay.
was like, what the fuck are you doing here?
So
like,
what
what's
happened?
going on?
What did you do? What happened with that?
I was a hoe ass nigga. I'm like, I don't know you. Like, who are you? Like, what are you doing?
Oh, that's what
Oh shit!
Damn. Because if it was me,
I was bad. I was bad.
Both of y'all come in.
Hold on, so you got a chick with you. You got somebody waiting at your door.
Right.
And you like, who are you? What does the chick with you say?
Yeah.
She's like, I mean, you know, it's a black woman. So she's like, nigga, you lying.
Hold on. You still smashed it, didn't you?
Like a week later, like a week later, like the other girl that I came with, you know what I mean? We did. I kind of worked it out. I was like, hey.
So the one that was there, though, the one that was there waiting on you, you smashed her again, didn't you?
No.
She was fed up?
You can't smash after you straight up deny a chick. Like, who are you?
I mean, it was one of them, you know, sometimes women, they want closure. Like, some women, they want closure.
So
it was
closure
like,
6.
Yeah, I never gave her that closure. Like, I was out here just being a nigga. Like, I was out here smashing or whatever. I never called her back, nothing. But she knew where I stayed at. And
So you was doing some hoe shit.
I was. Like, yo,
Okay.
I was. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah, I had that instance. You know, I was messing around, dating, flirting with a girl that was in the military. You know how you say in the barracks?
Yeah.
I didn't smash anything, but I was letting her on. I guess this is the one night that she was really trying to give me something. And I had another chick in my room, and I forgot to lock the door.
Oh, damn.
So I'm in their legs, ass up, everything.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
Bro, hold on.
Don't go back.
Your ass was up?
No, my legs wasn't up.
Them boys getting paid.
I was getting my booty ate. You know, my booty hole.
Whoa, man.
Hey, now we get to some real shit.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, fuck what we talking about. So, Chris,
How
does it feel to have your legs up in the air and get your booty?
Hey, man, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man.
Lies you tell.
Don't do it.
Okay, anyway, we better get back on topic, man. Fuck that shit. Okay, listen. So, my issue was popping up.
Bro, your legs was in the air though, man.
Come on, with leadership alone, bro. We moving on, man.
Yeah, man. It was
We only got a certain amount of time.
I'm being real.
You know what I'm saying? Look.
Bro, he said his legs was in the air. His legs were bent back. He was probably holding his ankle.
Hey, it wasn't like that, bro. It wasn't
Stop,
like that.
bro.
Stop.
Okay.
Don't do me like that, bro.
So, Corey, what are one of your like pet peeves that you feel women should stop doing, either dating or in a relationship?
Stop asking me for fucking money.
Ooh, shit.
Like, you trying to pay a cell phone bill?
But you money bags Davis though,
Right. You know, I got a 9 to 5 now.
Drip,
so
drip.
I'm not a super baller no more. So, you know, even when I was, though, like, don't ask me for no money. That's like, that's not a good look. That shit's it's a huge turnoff. Like, to me,
Hold on, I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
okay.
Because women, I've heard the term be like, well, shit, you getting this pussy, you know what I'm saying? You need
But you getting this dick. Pay me.
Right, that's a
Pay
barter
my
system.
motherfucking bill.
Yeah, that's barter.
You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, I'm the one doing most of the work anyway. So, I mean, I would like to wake up one day and have fucking $200 sit on my nightstand.
I
Thank
feel
you,
like
baby.
I
You
feel
did
like
great service,
I feel like women don't understand how much the hot girl summer has devalued pussy.
bruh.
Like,
And it was devalued before that. You know,
facts,
especially
but
for niggas like us.
like post hot girl summer, like you can't use the pussy as a bartering tool no more. You know what I'm saying?
Because I saw what you was doing last summer. You know, I know what you did last summer.
Yeah, IG
Thought
shows
this
it all.
shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, but no, that's just a huge turnoff. Like, I get it. Like, if I'm fucking with somebody and like we fucking with each other real hard, you know, I expect like we should be down for each other. Like, so if some shit happen, you know, something pop up, cool. I might look out for you. I would expect that you look out for me.
Yeah,
But don't be like, well, nigga, you gotta, if you fucking me, you gotta pay my bills.
In other words, you got to pay to play.
Yeah, or you expect I might as well get a prostitute. Right. Fuck, I'm doing this for. You know what I'm saying? So that's just not. It's not a good look, especially if you're trying to. If you're trying to get wife, you're trying to get married, you're trying to be girlfriend, any of that shit. Because
I would just say this, like
not
the
good.
idea, like it's women out here busting it wide open and ain't expecting shit.
exactly, they just want some good penis and
know
some
what I'm
good
saying?
company.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, I appreciate you for who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We both enjoy each other's company, and we both enjoy fucking each other. And that's cool. Like, that's great. So what makes you think that you any better? And 9 times out of 10, your pussy probably ain't that good.
So let me ask you this. So like when we talking about like a woman asking for money, but like how do you feel about because we had a show about like dating and paying for dates. Like what is if a woman were to offer to pay for a date, do you have any qualms against that? Or is it a certain like time where y'all gotta wait before that's acceptable or okay? How do you feel about a woman paying for a date?
I think it's cool, honestly. Now the the prideful part of me is like, yo, put that shit up, let me pay for this. But at the same time, like if we're dating for a while, like maybe after the second, third date or whatever, like you at least got to offer to pay, right? But at the same time, unless I'm a fucking millionaire out here, I can't just be like busting the wallet wide open every time we go out.
Right. She busting pussy open, so you got to bust that wallet wide open, my G.
I'm busting this dick down. Shit, I expect you to like, hey, nigga, I'm finna treat you to a steak tonight. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it.
I think, and I kind of want to jump on the tail end. I think it's at least important. I don't feel like a woman got to pay for me, but like to just offer says a whole lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or like maybe just on some random ass shit. Like maybe it's not even a date. Like, hey, babe, we finna go do something.
Exactly.
I'm gonna take care of you tonight.
I think that's underrated. When we talk about pet peeves, is like when women expect for you to plan every single thing.
Right.
Like don't I get it. We might be dating or we kicking it or whatever it is. Yo, don't wait for me to do everything. Like don't wait for me to say, hey, I want to see you. Like no, you need to be like, yo, I like you. I enjoyed our time together. How about we see each other Saturday?
Cool. So Chris, how do you feel about that? Like, what are some of your pet peeves?
Oh man, one of my pet peeves is definitely showing up randomly, not texting or calling in advance. The pay thing, I think
you gotta get permission though, bro. It's not texting or calling like, hey, I'm on my way. It's like, hey, can I?
That's what I'm saying. It's like you gotta give me some advance notice, and I gotta reply to that notice that I'm okay with.
I just wanted to point that out. That's important that you actually reply, because just telling you. Just saying, hey, I'm on my way is not enough.
Right.
I want to back that up even a little bit further.
Ooh.
Like, and I think you kind of touched on something, but like, it can't be assumed that. Well, let me kind of rephrase. I think it depends on like the stage of the relationship that y'all are in. Yeah. But if it's dating, don't make the assumption that you can just tell me you finna come to my crib.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you need to ask me if it's okay for you to come to my crib.
What if she has a key? Does that change anything?
Well, first of all, if we just dating, the motherfucker ain't got no key. She ain't got no code to the locks.
Why she got
my nigga like security about to come hem my ass up when she pull up. That's just what it is. But it's just like I've had women tell me what they gonna do. Like, nah, nigga, you not finna do that because it just don't work that way. But my bad, I kind of got off.
You got hold on, he put a little.
Got some independence about that,
bro.
What happened, bro?
Ask me, bro.
Hey, bro, lay on the couch, bro.
You know what I'm saying? All right, bro. Look, man, I'm just saying, like, women have become like, and I don't want to like get off on a tangent or like start bad mouthing women. So let me rephrase. In my experience, I've had a good amount of women who have told me what the fuck they was gonna do in terms of like coming to my place. Or to kick it or whatever in terms of like just asking.
What if they say, Rob, baby, I'm coming on Friday to clean your apartment and cook you a steak? That's telling you what they gonna do.
Hell no, because I clean my own place and I cook for myself. So like if you rephrase it, let's rebox that and say, hey, you know what? Hey babe, I want to do something special for you. Do you mind if I come over and like cook you a meal? Mm-hmm. I'm rocking with that shit. But
I think what if it's couched in assertiveness, but it's really kind of a question like, okay, hey babe, I'm gonna come over and cook this steak for you and clean your house, and it's like it's really not like I'm telling you I'm going to. I want to do it in a way for you like, okay, baby, that's a good thing.
Okay, so
is that any different?
Let me give you one situation where she wasn't exactly asking me, but it worked. So I had a chick one time, like she was already on her way to come to my place. Like it was already understood that she was coming by. Okay. What was supposed to happen was when she got there, we was gonna hop in my car, we was gonna go grab something to eat.
Okay.
All right. Instead, I get a text from her as she's on the way. She's like, hey, I'm stopping by the store real quick. You need anything? I was like, nah, I'm good. What she ended up doing was she stopped at the store, at the grocery store. I didn't notice at the time. She was at the grocery store. But she stopped and grabbed food and came to my house and cooked. Now that shit.
And then you busted down.
That shit.
You got wet. You got wet. He did.
This is illegally. This is the crazy part about the shit.
That boy was sweet. Oops, go on my shirt.
Because we were on a time schedule. Like she literally cooked, I ate, and then she left.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, okay.
I ain't even get to like.
So she left you
show. I ain't even get to show my appreciation. But I will say, like, in that instance, I already knew she was on her way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The assertiveness came in, and instead of, like, us going out to eat, which actually saved me money in the long run, was she stopped by the store, she grabbed some food, she came in, she prepared it. You know what I'm saying? Versus, like, telling me, hey, I'm finna do X, Y, Z. Like, we ain't quite there yet. But my bad, Chris.
Hey man, that's what we're here for, man. We let you get it out, man.
So he needed to get that off his chest, apparently.
My bad, bro. You know what I'm
all
saying?
good.
Like, it's hard out here. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man. One of my pet peeves is, when you're dating, forcing a relationship when we're not at that stage yet.
Oh, bro.
It's like we on date maybe 3. They'll be like, hey, so when I'm meeting your mama or your daughter or, like, how you feel about me? And all that was like,
I don't know.
I don't know yet. Yeah. Like, God damn it. We just went to dinner last week. You know what I mean?
Is there any difference between what you're saying right now and a woman saying, hey, I'm going to only date people that are like you want a relationship?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the questions you would ask in the beginning of like the courtship part or the dating part before you get to the courtship. Like, I think that's one of those questions you ask. Like, hey, like, what are you looking for? Are you looking to date, into a relationship or whatever? But then yes or no or maybe or whatever. And then over time, you'll kind of like build upon that or whatever. But yeah, at the gate, you talking about, hey, I'm looking for a wife or a husband now. I was like,
So
whoa.
I get that. And this is one thing I want to say. And women, I'm gonna apologize before I say it, but I feel like it's something that needs to be said.
Don't be apologizing, bro.
No, I'm because it's gonna hit a lot of women on the forehead, and I did. And I don't think,
bro, don't be no bitch. Don't apologize.
I know. I'm finna break it down, but I think that a lot of women in our community, and I'm talking about black women, I ain't talking about no other women. Like, when it comes to finding a really good guy, I truly believe that there are much more good women out there than there are good men.
I agree.
So when it comes to ratios and picks of the litter, I feel like it's heavily skewed. What I'm saying is this. I feel like as a male, a black male, I have much more options when it comes to good black women than it does for black women to find a good black man.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying that it ain't no good black men out there. I'm just saying that, like, it's much more like educated and qualified black women out there, so it may be a little bit more of a challenge for them to find someone that they feel as equipped as they are. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to that, I feel like, to kind of circle back, women almost know immediately if you a good dude or not.
Yeah, for the most part.
You're going to have those basic ass conversations about what you do. You got any kids? Do you take care of your kids? Blah, blah, blah. Do you take care of your home? Whatever it is. And like, they'll know almost immediately, whereas we've met multiple women that look like them, that are put together like them, that are XYZ. And it's, to be honest, it's kind of a frustrating situation because they want, I don't want to say they want, it's not an always type of thing, but it's some women that immediately notice what type of man that you are and want to lock that down, versus me like, okay, hold on, I don't know if you're the one because I done seen you before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think it's all depending on what stage you're in life, right? I mean, obviously, the older you are, you've been around the block a few more times. So, when you dating a chick, it's like, you know what, I think I can feel it or whatever. But, some women, I hate to say being desperate, but, you don't want a woman to be desperate that's, trying to, like, get married next week or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, just because whatever your previous relationships or what you encountered, right? And you find, like, this one good guy over a good conversation, over a good dinner, you think, like, oh, man, this is the one. Like, hold up, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got to that point yet. Let it flow. I mean, you can ask your questions, right, to see how you feel about the person, but certain questions, on the first, second, or third date, don't ask.
I agree. I met this chick on Bumble. Not Bumble Bay, but this other chick. She was like, oh, I really like you. That I'm like, yo, we only been out one time. What do you mean you really like me? Like, you don't know shit about me,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So it gets really annoying, honestly. Right. I think what a lot of times what women do is they size us up, right? And they're like, okay, you got a good job, you're doing something for yourself. I like you now. Like, but no, you don't like me. You don't know me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just annoying.
Very annoying.
I think so many people, a lot of black women, and just women in general, but definitely I think from my experience, because I only date black women, is that you get to this point, like, I guess, I don't know if it's biology speaking or whatever it is, but all of a sudden you're in this mad dash to get wifed up, you know, to get married and stuff. And yo, man, you just can't be out here just picking up any nigga.
So I feel like part of that is, of course, age. You know what I'm saying? Like you get to, I feel like it kind of kicks in once, like for women once they hit 30. Like they want to get married, they want to have children. The other side of it is like their inner circle, like the chicks that they ride with. If all they chicks, like they friends, they married, they got kids, like
that pressure kick in.
That pressure kick in. And don't get me wrong, like do what you do, but I'm just saying like be deliberate about the dating process. You know what I'm saying? Like I think a lot of women like, oh, okay, I want to go ahead and lock this shit down because he seemed like a good dude. But I'm like, do you really know the dude well enough to even have an idea of whether or not this is somebody you should even be in a relationship with?
Yeah, and I think too, I mean, this is just a PSA for women. Like, if a dude really trying to rock with you, like long term, he's gonna be like very assertive. He's always gonna be calling, texting you, trying to like check on you, do stuff for you.
Yeah.
If that nigga ain't doing that,
he ain't rocking with you.
He trying to just smash and dash.
AKA, he ain't really fucking with you the long way. Let's be honest.
Yeah. So, you know, that kind of comes to my other point too, where, you know, when you dating a guy, you know, don't try to change him to whatever your standards are, right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of women try to do that. It's like, oh, well, he has this certain physical attributes that I like, whatever, but I have certain things that I may not like about him. So let me try to force to change this guy to mold him into what I think my type of husband would be, or husband, or whatever you want to, how you want to describe it, right? You can't do that.
Big mistake.
You know what's crazy is I think a lot of women, you know, and you know, every now and then I'll tangent to this biblical stuff, right? A lot of women be on this whole I want a man that's gonna lead me and all sort of stuff like that.
Oh shit, here we go.
I know it's crazy, right? But
yeah, you got to see God in me.
Yeah, right. And a lot of times, like women will miss their blessing in a man because they're so stuck on a dude leading them and trying to be led in the way that they're comfortable being led instead of waiting on God to let that man lead in the way he's supposed to lead.
Damn, bro, you just said a whole word.
So
we got a mic drop, a bomb. All right, we need one of them.
Hold on, we got a home.
No, it's crazy because women are like, and I'm partially speaking from experience, but just from other stuff I've seen too. It's like women be like, oh, I can only be led by a person that I feel comfortable being led by. But that's not what it is. It's like you have to comfortability comes after time, right?
Right.
And it comes with being vulnerable. It comes with prayer. It comes with being close. So it's not just like, oh, this nigga can't lead me. It's like, no, like you gotta allow yourself to be led and be open to what, you know, that person is, because just because you meet a motherfucker doesn't mean that it's gonna be your ideal person.
Yeah.
You know, because if we could all meet our ideal person, we probably all been like locked up a long time ago.
Shit.
Yeah, you got to do that SWOT analysis.
What is it? You know, they got they got the
SWOT analysis. The boy doing SWOT analysis on relationship.
What they got?
Weaknesses.
They got like build a bear. I'm over here trying to build a bait. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like I need him to write poetry, but he need to be a thug. You
know what I'm saying?
Like, what the hell?
Yeah, they're like, I want a smart, educated thug. What? So that's an oxymoron.
And I also think that comes with experience. Because today, like, I don't have a type. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna look for the only restraint in that whole entire thing is that she is a black woman. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But outside of that, like, I'm not.
So you can't fall in love with a white woman or a Hispanic woman?
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not gonna argue what I feel like God has for me.
Okay.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I'm not looking for that. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Like, she would literally have to like come hit me over the head and drag me somewhere for it to be somebody else. Yeah.
Right.
But like,
that's
I'm looking for a sister though. You know what I'm saying? Like a black queen, and that's just what it is. But it's like to kind of get back on. I feel like you have to be kind of aware of where you are maturity wise, and I think that it takes a certain level of maturity to be able to say, you know what, like, this is what I need. This is what the process is. I'm going to get to know you. We're going to date. We're going to be deliberate.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree, man.
And another thing is, too, you know, and there's nothing wrong. I used to have this thing to where I would never date women with kids. But as I got older, I was like, that's fucking stupid, right? Well, at least for me.
No, it's not stupid, bro, because, like, I got kids, and I was in a place where I would not date women.
And I was about to say, when I wasn't having kids, and then I turned out to be a single father having a daughter, right? Then that shit definitely changed. I was like, oh shit, this is fucking stupid, right? Because it's good people, good women, depending on the situation.
I agree with you.
Go ahead, explain.
So that is a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
It is another topic, but
glance over that.
Now I'm gonna glance over because I mean honestly I'm conflicted about it because now I didn't think I was gonna be at the point where I'm divorced and I'm pushing 35, right? Because my thing was like, I'll never date a divorced person. I never date a person with kids. But now I'm like pushing 35. Hell, half people, everybody got kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
that's true.
But the other thing is, I know in some sense when it comes to relationships, I'm selfish. Mm-hmm. So like, and I get it. Like, if I had a kid, my kid would be my priority in my life, right? But as a man and as a person in a relationship or a potential spouse, I'm gonna expect that you put me first. Mm. And so honestly, I don't think there's a real way. Like you can't. I think it's selfish-ish to be like, I can't expect a woman to say, Corwin, I'm gonna put you before I put my son or my daughter.
Right.
And I wouldn't blame you if you didn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I would never want to put anybody in that situation because I get it. Because if I had a son or a daughter, I'm not putting you first either.
Right.
Hold that thought, bro. Because I feel like that need to be a whole nother topic on its own.
It should be a whole nother
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I just had to say that shit.
Yeah.
And it's conflicting though because we're so old at this point. Right. There's like, everybody got kids.
Everybody got kids. Most people have either been married or divorced. It is what it is.
I had somebody hit me up on, I think it was Bumble. It was one of the things. They were like, they basically asked me, are we going to continue to be pen pals? And I was like, oh, you want to go out on a date? All right, cool. What's your availability? Oh, well, I got my kid this week. Well, see, well, shit. What do you mean? Like, I'm free out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, y'all understand. Y'all got kids. So, y'all had that type of thing.
So, I'm going to pull this thing full circle. So, one of the issues that I had with, like, chicks just popping up, I think, Corin, you mentioned something about, like, women asking for money in certain situations.
Yeah.
And I think, Chris, you brought up, like, women just trying to change, ultimately, like, who you are.
Right.
I want to throw one extra thing into the mix, and then we'll wrap this thing up.
Okay.
And it's women who feel like they do not need to participate in the courting process. Mm. And what I mean by that is like I personally feel that courting goes like it's a two-way street, just like communication is. It is. And just as much as you want to be deliberately dated, I feel like that goes the same way.
It does.
And I want you to be active in that process. Sure. And it could just mean like you letting me know that you're interested, or you affirmations of you saying, you know what, I had a good time tonight. Right. It could be, hey, babe, I want to see you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
like that goes a long way. Babe, I want to see you goes a very long way.
Look, that babe, I want to see you.
So you be like, what?
Right. I'm looking forward to it. I'm over here clearing schedules. I'm like, shit, hold on. What
make your booty cheeks tighten up a little bit. You know what
I mean? That made Chris with his legs down.
Hey, that made me cross my legs a little bit. You know what I mean?
So for me, I feel like don't just think that. I think a lot of women take the idea, they immediately take the high road. Yeah. Like in other words, I'm the queen of this thing. Yeah. You need to do X, Y, Z to attain me. And don't get me wrong, like I definitely want to chase your worth. Mm-hmm. But I think that also when you run across a person that you feel like could possibly be your king, he should be treated as such.
I agree. You know what? Along that same lines, what bothers me is there's a whole generation of women out here that think they don't have to do shit. When
a damn thing. How good something.
They're like, I'm waiting for him to find me. No, motherfucker. You gotta make yourself available.
Right. You can't be in the house.
And get yourself ready.
Exactly.
Like get rid of your baggage and be emotionally healthy.
Exactly.
Let's talk about that one.
That's real big. Like,
they talk about us, but a lot of women, they not ready
like, you
to
can't
move
be out
on.
Here like, I'm not the previous motherfucker, right? And so you can't be out here like, yo, I want to be wifed, but you ain't out here making yourself available. Like, you can't just be like waiting on a nigga to roll up. Like, oh, God's gonna bring him to me. I'm not gonna chase no nigga. No, you gotta put in a little. You gotta put in a little effort too.
Put it in the fucking
It's
work.
called reciprocity.
Yeah, you gotta put yourself.
We talk
in
about
position.
this all the time, but reciprocity is fucking important.
Man, look, put in the work and know what the fuck you want to eat when I ask you out.
Oh, yeah, look, especially
as Rob said, hey, I'm gonna send you where we going.
Exactly.
So
I'm sending you the menu. So when we pull up, know what the fuck you want to eat. You know what I'm saying?
I think that goes back to kind of what you were saying. Like when you talk about like what women want and what they're doing, it's like, I hate to say it this way. You're right. It's more of them than it is of us. Like, you're not gonna find me every day.
Yeah, bro.
And it's not because I'm being conceited. or anything like that, but I'm a good guy, right? And I think that I do well professionally, spiritually, emotionally, all that good stuff, right? It's more good women than it is good guys. So treat it like that. Like, if you got a good guy,
let him know he's a good guy.
Exactly.
Right.
It's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
Like, you know what, you're a really good dude. Like, I'm really enjoying what you're doing.
I like you.
I want to
appreciate
see you.
Right.
Yo,
I appreciate you.
If I gotta send you a text at night that says, "Good night, babe, we had a good night," great.
Yeah.
Cool. Send me the same shit. It's not that hard.
You know what, babe? We had a real dope conversation tonight. I really enjoyed it.
Right.
Like,
I would love to pick this up tomorrow,
Right.
or the next day. You know what, babe? I appreciate the fact that you opened the door to me tonight. I can't wait to see you again. You know how long? Look, a nigga gonna be like, you know what? I thought I was going out with old girl tomorrow, but I'm gonna cancel that date. I'm going out with you.
you know what? Thank yous and appreciate yous go so fucking far.
So far.
That's true.
So far. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, man, you can't be, black Miss Independent out here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit's overrated.
You gotta show some love.
You can't be too independent. Independence is great. But look, we all dependent on some shit. We need to be interdependent. Like, if you just want to do your own damn thing, cool. Be your own damn person.
You know, but this is the fucked up part that I hate about the word independent. Like, if you ain't with nobody, if you ain't in a relationship, motherfucker, you expected to be independent.
Right. Exactly.
Like, you are expected to go to work and pay your fucking bills.
Right.
Like, I hate for, like, people to tout the idea, I'm independent, No, like, that shit is expected. I'm not patting you on the back for that shit.
Unless me and her, I'm
exchanging. Hell yeah. Of course you're independent. I NDP.
I'm glad. All right, shit, let's get together and be dependent upon each other.
Exactly.
Shit.
Interdependent.
Yeah.
Right, I'm not. It's not. Back in the day where you exchanging, a person's daughter for a sheep or something. You know what I mean?
I prefer goat, but it is.
Bad. Look at that.
You know what I'm saying? I prefer goat. But all right, fellas, that sounds like another one. Look, like, ladies, we're not trying to come at your throat. It's just a point of view we have that a lot of times there are pet peeves that men also have, and I'm pretty sure y'all got y'all list of them too. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Hopefully y'all got something that was useful. We'll catch y'all next time.
See y'all later.
Thanks for listening to the Men Ain't This podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.